All right, some of you guys have asked for it. This is going to be my abbreviated man cave / movie room / video game room tour. We'll probably do an updated version once I get the room where I want it. But I knew if I didn't do one now, even though I still got so much stuff to do, I would just procrastinate on it and it would never get done. Storm is joining us for this little game room tour. And she's itching. She's probably got fleas. All right, now, let's start in the back of the room here. I lost the key to this one day and I had to break in, so that's why the frame came off. I think that happened a couple years back. I just haven't gotten around to putting the frame back on there. Anyway, here's my Xbox original collection right there. Let me show off a little bit. Let me see what we got here that's kind of fancy. Oh, here we go. 50-cent Bulletproof. Now available as a platinum hit sticker on there. And that is factory sealed. Check out the value on that one, but make sure it has that sticker on it. You'd be very surprised how much that cost. What else do I got? The controversial Guy game, of course. You can never have enough Halos. I got 3 Halos here. 4 Halo 2s. Little Toggy 2 action. What else? What else? Well, we won't go too much into detail on this. Kind of want to make this a quick video. Sega Dreamcast collection over here. Shenmue. See what else we got of interest here. Oops, stuff's falling. Marvel vs. Capcom. Oops, something fell. What is it? Oh, it's a bootleg disc. Alright, got some stuff up here. What do we have? Leprechaun 4 in space VHS. I don't collect VHS, but I don't know. There's something cool about the Leprechaun art. And then we have Leprechaun 3. This is the big box limited edition Mark Echo's Getting Up. Grand Theft Auto double pack. Parallel lines with the embossed cover there. And for some reason I got a PS3 Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception box up there. And then we have a cool little beer can right there. Sega Saturn collection as well down there. And then we have the Genesis collection at the bottom there. Watch out. Stop licking my ass. What are you doing? Alright, down here we have... I don't know when this came out. This is a Denon. This is like a $3,000, $4,000, it might have even been a $5,000 stereo receiver when it came out back in 2009 or whatever. I got it at Goodwill for like 50 bucks. Took it home and couldn't get it to work. Pissed me off. It weighs like 100 pounds, so I could sell it for probably 300 bucks just off the fact that it was, you know, the technology, but it'd be a bitch to ship it. Alright, moving from the Xbox, a nice little transition here. I love this transition. This is a picture that I purchased from Goodwill for like, you know, whatever. Pocket full of change. And I love how it transitions from that Vampirus into my Black Label PS1 collection. Starting up top here, we have the Working Designs trio there. We have the Lunar games, and then the Arc the Lad collection there. Over here, I don't remember. I think I read up on this before. I think it's a Clive Barker, Todd McFarlane, not combination. Like they both worked on it. What's the word for that? I mean, it looks like a Cenobite to me, but I don't know. It looks cool. It's got some weight to it too. That's a pretty heavy piece. And then moving to the left here, we have Scarface. We got 3 different Scarfaces here. Wearing the Figueroa rope chain. And then we got the Mardi Gras Scarfaces as well. Storm's chilling now. They all say stuff, but I think the batteries are low on them. They fall off because they're like weirdly, the feet are weird on them. I don't imagine it'll work. Where's the button on these? I know they have buttons. Oh well. Alright, so yeah, man, PS1 collection. Back up a little bit here. It's pretty nasty. Got a lot of heavy hitter titles. Beyond the Beyond, factory sealed, $2.99 Goodwill pickup there. Let's see what else. Ergies. Echo Knight. Kingsfield 2. I mean, it's a pretty insane collection. Resident Evil 2 factory sealed, $2.99 on that. Goodwill find. Wild Arms factory sealed, $2.99 find. These are all my long box down there. Oh yeah, man. Suikoden 2. A lot of Japanese titles here. I know nothing about it. I've never played them. I got them in a lot. Street Fighter Plus A. Actually looks like a turn-based game. I don't know. I know nothing about these games. Blue Breaker Burst. I've heard of that, but Zero Divide. Ergies. There's a Japanese version of Ergies. Anyway, moving on. So this is how I decided to decorate my room instead of putting boxes all the way to the ceiling like everybody else. I wanted to have kind of a unique setup. I love collecting LaserDisc, and I think LaserDisc artwork is just the best, man. That's one of the biggest reasons why I collect it. Besides the fact it's a gigantic size, you know, DVD-style disc that looks fucking amazing. The artwork is incredible. You know, the VHS obviously was, you know, everyone always talks about VHS art. A lot of the VHS movies were released on LaserDisc, so the art was just transferred, and now it's more of a widescreen art look than that, you know, cut and, for lack of better description, like boxed, you know, like narrow boxed in art. So yeah, man, very cool. Lots of incredible movies. I've been into cyborg films lately, robots, androids. We got Runaway there. Obviously the robotic spider. It's fucking phenomenal in that, excuse my language. We got a bunch of android cyborg films here. Cyborg Cop, Time Guardian, Alien Chaser, which is part of the Shadow Chaser films. Cyborg, Nemesis, I Come in Peace. We got Blade Runner, Night Siege, Project Shadow Chaser 2. We got Chud, Life Force. I haven't finished. Probably what I'm gonna do is I got another room that I'm gonna make just a movie room, because movies have started to overwhelm this room, and I want to get back to just video games in this room. So I will keep the LaserDisc up there, but I'll do another room and I'll do LaserDiscs as well. Now I'll probably be adding LaserDisc down here. Let's get back to where we're at. So on top of the we start the PS2 over here. We had the Steel Battalion controller I found for $19.99 at Goodwill. mint condition. This is the green button one, the more sought after one. You know you got a really good condition one. This is the big deal with this, the emergency eject button. This little clear case on this. When you hear that nice clicky noise, you know you got a good one. Yep, got the click. Alright, so that's when you want to abort mission. Last case scenario there. So here's my PS2 collection. I spaced it out because I am still adding to it, and I wanted to have room to add some. And yeah, man, definitely PS1. Between my PS1 and PS2, I have over 1,200 games easily. Yeah, let's see if we can find something that you guys might like here. Rez, that's a real cool one. What else we got here? There you go, Ruler Rose. Had to get one like my twin brother Tightwhite. An old man gave him one at a Goodwill. Really cool story. One of my favorite videos he ever made. Silent Hill Origins. That's shot up in price if I remember correctly. Got the 2 Silent Hill games here. Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3, Shadow Hearts, Suikoden 5, Silent Hill 4, Silent Hill Shattered Memories, Shadow Hearts games. It's all kinds of incredible titles. Alright, moving on here. Got some Mario characters right there. Who's that? Bowser right there. We got some big box stuff on top up there. I think that Grow Lancer is, yeah, that's factory sealed. And yeah, I might as well show off Kuon. Let's see if we can find Kuon. I know everybody wants to see that. Hopefully it doesn't attack us. Alright, what's the alphabet? I'm forgetting what the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Where's the J's at? Oh shit, we're gonna have to search for it. There it is. Kuon in the reflective case. Or the clear cover case. What else do we have here? Clock Tower 3. Castlevania Lament of Innocence. I love that game. I played through it. What else do we have here? We got all kinds of shit, man. Armored Core games up the yin yang. Artillery, Iris 2. Arcana Heart. I mean, the PS2 had so many RPGs. I have a really heavy collection of RPGs on here that a lot of people haven't even fucking heard of. I always love this. City Crisis. I think this is the only PS2 game that's like that. No label on it. No art. I think that's really cool. So I have the variation right there. Nothing on the spine. And you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of a Sega Saturn game that I own, as you can see here. Go over some of these games. We have Knights, Virtual On, Mega Man 8 Anniversary Collection, Warcraft 2, Panzer 2. But over here, notice this has no label on it. Storm, stop attacking me. And that game is a stall. So I always thought that was cool. There was no label on that one. Little shooter there. Where's my other, maybe it's in here. Oh yeah, I gotta show these off. I'm a big shooter fan. These are all Japanese releases. We have Darius. Can't remember if that's Darius Gaiden. Yeah, that's Darius Gaiden. This is the Why am I thinking Viper? Not Viper. I mean, the ship is a Viper. This is the Life Force collection. Really badass. Battle Garega. Super cool, expensive shooter. And I have more. I don't know where the other ones are at. I don't know why we went to the back of the room again, but... Oh, here you go. Oh, these are all backwards. What's cool, and I just learned this about the art on these. These Sega Saturn games, they have... Storm, move out of the way. Let me move up here. They have Japanese art on one side, and then they have the American art on the other. Or not the American art, the verbiage, the words. On the other side, I gotta show off some of this stuff. Panzer Dragoon, loose disc. Why am I... what is it called? Soga Garenta. Why am I effing up the name? I can't think of the name of it now. Oh, wait. Might tell me. I forgot. Yes. Soki Garentai. Soki Garentai. I think that's how you say it. I might be butchering that. That's a badass effing game. Thunder Force 5. Amazing. Alright, back to it. I'm like a 2-year-old. My attention span just wanders. Alright, so yeah, man. Pretty cool PS2 collection. And moving on over to this side right here. Now, this is the treasure of my video game collection. There's nothing like it. This is the thing that I cherish more than anything else in my video game collection. And that is the Pioneer LaserActive, the CLD A100. This piece of equipment is phenomenal. And, you know, it's funny. The only thing that I ever hear bad about this is the LaserDisc games kind of suck. And they probably do. But I've had this for what, 5 years, and I've never bought a LaserDisc game. It's like the least thing from my mind. I'm not even interested. Like, yeah, just to have a couple and to test them out just for history purposes, I do want to do that. But the strong point in this is the accessibility, the ease of playing your Sega Genesis games. And if you buy enough packs, you could play the Mega Drive games. Or if you get EverDrives, and we'll talk about that in a second here, you can play all those. You can play all the games on one card. And then, you know, you also have the PC Engine, Turbo Graphics, Turbo CD. It goes on and on. I mean, so just to kind of show you my setup right here, this is a Master EverDrive right here with the mini FM converter. I put that in my Sega Genesis pack right here. And then I got access to playing every Sega Master System game that was ever made. Okay, so I can do that with this system. Or I can just throw a card in here and play any Sega Genesis game that I want. Or, as I'm doing now, with that pack right there, I can put on a game like Vey. Speaking of working designs, right there on the CRTV there. So yeah, man, it just is, you know, I want to say, you know, what do they talk about baseball players? A 5-tool player. Now, this is an 8-tool player. It does 8, probably does more, probably does 10 different things. You can play LaserDisc movies on here. You can play music CDs on here. You can play, again, Turbo Graphics, PC Engine, Turbo CD. You can play Sega Genesis, Sega Master System games. You can play Sega CD games. And you could also play, I mean, I probably will never do this, but you can put 32X. You can break the 32X apart where the board is just inserted, and you can get it to play, you can actually get it to play 32X games, but I'm never going to do that. But yeah, man, just a phenomenal system. And you have to buy the drives separate. They're expensive. Just a little bit of backstory on this. I convinced a seller to sell me this for a pretty good price without these drives. I had to buy these. This is the PC Engine drive right here. Oh, by the way, before I get off to that point, so in my PC Engine here, of course you can put the Hue cards in there for all the PC Engine games. I went out and bought me an EverDrive, And this EverDrive has all the PC Engine games on it, and it has all the TurboGrafx games on it. So I don't even really need, unless I want to play the physical cards, I don't even really need the TurboGrafx drive. I can, with the PC Engine drive, with this I can actually play, you know, both regions. So that's just badass. But anyway, what was I saying? They, yeah, it's just phenomenal, man. It's oh, so the story was, I talked him into giving it to me for a good price, and when I got it, the LaserDisc or something wouldn't open, or I had issues with it. It wouldn't play. It was a big problem, and I kind of convinced him that I would not send it back if he gave it to me for a certain price. I was lucky to find this person on eBay who, like, fixed systems. You send systems to him. He had a YouTube channel. He was in a group chat with me for like a year or so. Just a really cool guy, man, and just a magician with replacing parts and equipment like this. So I sent it to him, and it took a while. He had it for like 3 months, but I swear to God, he replaced every, not solenoid, what am I thinking of? Capacitor. There's probably like 200 capacitors inside of here, if not more. He put all high-grade, like copper capacitors, all brand new in this. So this thing works like it is absolutely brand new. It is in minty, fresh condition as well. I could not even put a price on this, guys. These drives alone can run you $500, $600, $700 just for the drives. I actually have the box for this one. I've never seen anyone with the box. Couldn't put a price on it, man. If someone told me today that they're going to give me $2,000 for it, for everything here, it would not even be close. I would just tell them hell no. Just a staple of this this video game room, and I will be getting some LaserDisc games pretty soon here. Man, the problem with those LaserDisc games, a lot of them have gotten ridiculously high in value, and even like the cheap games will cost you like $50 to $70. So it's just a real niche collection that you know, it's hard to come by, man. It'll cost you some money. Up on the flat screen here, we have what is this? Oh, Einhander for the PS1. I got the PS3 over here, the 60 gigabyte, the greatest video game console ever made, with the 4 USBs, backwards compatible, fully 100% backwards compatible. PS1, PS2, PS3, the largest library of video games of any console ever made. And yeah, got the CRTV. It's like a 39-inch, I think. I can't remember. A couple years back, went with the family to Kingsland, Texas, to the restaurant. Also went to the gas station as well. That's a sticker from there. Club Car Bar. Shout out to them. Shout out to the waitress. She was badass. I made like an hour video on that. We got The Dark Knight. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger. Amazing Joker. And this wall right here, this is what I'm talking about, not being finished with shit. Look at the color difference there. That was a color match by Home Depot. What do you grade them from 1 to 10 on that fucking match? Ridiculous. So I got lazy and procrastinated again. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to continue the LaserDisc all the way down. And I don't know. I got this clock over here. I'm going to put that Star Wars clock. It's spinning, but probably right there. Makes sense. I bought this. This is a waste of money during the pandemic when everybody was spending money. I bought this this TV stand here, and you know, it lights up. I don't. The remote's somewhere. It lights up all kinds of different colors and shines and flashes and does all kinds of tricks and stuff. But way too small, way too low to the ground, and just terrible for what I wanted to do with it. Has these glass shelves and stuff. That's why there's no consoles on there, because it's just not big enough. It's just, I just I don't know. I just didn't. I should have checked the measurements. I don't like the size of it. I can fit consoles in there, but I don't know. I think I'm going to get rid of it. It's just not for me. I'm a Texas boy, man. I like, you know, go big or go home, and I need a big, old school. I mean, look at the speakers that I got. These Technique speakers. These huge receivers. You know, I mean, that's how I am. I like a big TV stand, big TV, big console. That's how we do it here in Texas. By the way, go Houston Astros. The Houston Astros are going to take it. Another championship back to the H-Town. We're doing it tonight. Shout out to the Houston Astros. They're going to win the World Series tonight. And all of you Philly scumbags out there, get ready to lose, you scumbags. All right, now moving on over here. Got a little Dreamcast box there. I got tons of boxes, I think, in my closet, but again, I'm not really big on the boxes and stuff. I like them and stuff. I just don't see the need to stack them to the ceilings. I like the LaserDisc art better. This is a Japanese PS2 to play my Japanese shooters that I didn't go over with you guys, but again, I wanted this to be abbreviated. I used to have a bunch of different colors. I have the white. I think this is the ceramic SingStar one, which is really cool. And then I have the gray or the silver PS2 there. This is the Xbox 360. What is this? This is the Halo 4 edition. It makes a Halo like noise when you turn it on, which is badass. And speaking of Halo, this is a Halo Special Edition original Xbox. Now, this is where the movies started taking over my video game collection. These are double. No, they're not double stacked. They're moved up because the shelf is too deep. Just a bunch of random movies there. We got all the Masters of Horror films there. Not all of them, but I'm collecting those. More movies here. And then down here we have, I showed you Vey already. We have some Sega. It's a bunch of loose disc Sega CD games here. My Sega CD collection is not that big, but I have some. I do need to add to it because I want to play them on my Pioneer LaserActive. Another reason for having it. And then we have all my 3DO collection back here. Another really cool system that gets a lot of disrespect in my opinion. People should love it more. And then I have a bunch of ones in the small cases. They're loose. Road Rash. That was like the only way to play Road Rash at one point was on the 3DO. It was the best version of it. Crash and Burn. Return Fire. Guardian War. The Horde. Battle Sport. Shockwave. Mazer. Starfighter, Madden, and Soccer Kid. Some of these are factory sealed back here. I think Guardian War is factory sealed. I have like 5 or 6 of them are factory sealed. Then speaking of the 3DO, we have the rare Gold Star version. Looks like a VCR. Then we have my Sega Saturn right there. We have a TI Texas Instruments That's a T-99 4A. And then we got a Pokemon XD GameCube down there. We have another PS2. That's a minty fresh PS2 right there. Minty Mac. And then random box down there. Xbox Elite. And then the Xbox 360 there. Now in the closet, it's just a shamble of a mess in here. It's just random stuff. This is all unorganized. There's some Nintendo games in here. PS3, 360 cases that have no games in them at all. Xbox One stuff. There's real world golf up there, if I can talk. And a bunch of posters. I think when I was in my 30s, I was like, I have posters on my walls? That is so childish. I moved all my posters into the closet. Alright, where are we at here? It's a bunch of random shit that I just picked up that I'm going to be probably selling. And then moving on up here, we got the 80 gig PS3, the Halo 4 box, and then the PS2 online pack. When they added that, the Ethernet connection on the back of it, which was a historic moment. Then we have my Blu-ray collection right here. We're getting to the end of this. Let me just kind of show off. That's cool. That's a foreign release, but they're in English. Alligator 1 and 2. That was a cool pickup. I'm really getting into shark movies, guys. I'm collecting a bunch of shark movies now. This is a really fun movie. Blood Games. Sports horror. The Cellar. This is one of the best movies under, like, not knowing how good a movie was and watching it. This is a true, like, 80s style classic. I love The Cellar. Practical effects and the whole 9 yards. Really good. Got the Evil Dead flicks, the Friday the 13th. My PS2, not PS2, my Blu-ray collection has come along. It's starting to be a pretty cool collection. Let Me In. That's the American version of Let the Right One In. Moontrap. What an interesting, rare, out-of-print Blu-ray this is. Very cool Bruce Campbell movie. Nail Gun Massacre. It's friggin' awesome. The killer sounds like a redneck Darth Vader. Talks through like the synthesizer. It's effing hilarious. Night of the Demons. How about Night Killer? I think that's the same director as Troll 2. Phantasm. My boy Tyler gave me that. Factory Seal. I still haven't even opened that shit. Speaking of shark films, that's a cool $1.25 Bush pickup right there. If you ever see that, always grab that. It has the Shark Attack movies on it. And Shark Zone as well. It's got all 4 of them on there. It's phenomenal. I still haven't opened my Steelcase Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's insane. Videodrome. I recently watched that one and loved it. Picked that up during the Criterion Barnes & Noble sale. Been into sci-fi films lately. This is just a litany of great movies here. We got T-Force on here. Silent Trigger, Fortress, Cyborg Soldier, Terminal Impact, Future Zone movies with David Carradine and Future Force, Cyber Trackers, Cyborg 2, Cyborg, Velocity Trap. So many insanely good cyborg films and sci-fi trash. And then we moved to my DVD collection. I did finally find a free app. It's not perfect, but I am logging in all my movies now, so that's pretty badass. All right, guys, so that's it. Again, just wanted to give you kind of an abbreviated look into my game room. Of course, I do have more stuff than this, more video games. I even have more movies, but they're in another space. But I just wanted to show off the game room. But yeah, man, took a many years of collecting to get all these games. And yeah, I think I'm gonna play me some Einhanda. So I gotta let you guys go. Alright guys, that's it. I'm the Physical Media Mack, and I will be back. And that is my game room. Hey Tony, listen my guy. I pay you to guard my video game collection, but I got some concerns I think that we need to discuss. Now, listen, there's no way in the world that I think I can take you. And that's why I hired you. No, I don't think I can take you. I just told you that. You're paranoid, Tony. You're doing too much cocaine. The #1 rule is never get high on your own supply. Little friend? What little friend? That's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. If someone breaks into here, how are you going to handle them? What, are you going to assault them with a bag of cocaine? Take you? What do you have, octopus coming out of your ears? You can't hear me or what? Tony, the other thing is you got all the Mario characters in the game room high on cocaine. They're all strung out. I think I'm going to have to let you go, man. Tony, you're fired. Hey, Cenobite looking guy. Need a job? All right, let's see what I got here. I got Starfighter, Mazer, Shockwave, Battle Sport, The Horde, Harry Trotter Extended Edition. Oh, wait a second. I did not... that wasn't supposed to be in here. I'm going to have to edit that. Guardian War, Return Fire, Crash and Burn. Alright, worst cover art on a PS2 game. I don't know. How about this abomination? You know, like in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, when they hang that girl on the hook, or when Leatherface hangs that girl on the hook, that iconic scene. I got this nail right here. I'll put that nail right there. If I ever kidnap a little person, I'm going to hang a little person right there on that nail. Alright, how about worst PS1 art? This is a tough one because there's a lot to choose from, and I wasn't going to go through all of them. I just picked a few. How about this ghetto cover, Shell Shock, Area 51, and ATV racers. First of all, why are these guys driving ATVs, and why are their faces so punchable? How about best cover art on a PS1 game? What about Spawn the Eternal? That might be my vote right there. Really cool cover art. Tony, did you mess with the box? The Cenobite man does not look happy.